Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. So, if you follow my program up to day 14, you should be a lot more flexible. You should be able to just have more range of motion and you should start to be feeling better. By now, you should be able to put all your things that you've learned into your everyday life and just continue to free flow. So, once you reach this area of mobility, now you need to concentrate on opening up your hips more. And I'm working on the middle splits. So today I'm just going to continue on with opening that up. Where you take your practice from here is up to you if you want to do more core strengthening and get more strength in your hands, start doing handstands, stuff like that. I can't do those. Um, I don't have the strength in my arms yet, so I'll be working on upper strength and core strength. But right now, I'm just working on my hips. I want to continue and see if I can do the middle splits. My goal is to try to get to them for my birthday, so um, that's just what I'm going to keep doing. Hopefully, by the time I'm 51, I'll be able to do it. So we'll see. So just going to do a gentle warm up. Um, get the hips moving. And just, I like to just kind of lay back, stretch out the quads, and then come forward. So just a very slow movement here. Push up with your hands. Gain a little upper body strength too. And there's no rhyme or reason how you do it. Kind of lay back. Just allow your hips to relax. If you can't get all the way down like this, just stay on your elbows. That's totally fine. Really focusing on the hip area. The psoas muscle in the back of the hips gets really tight. It's really hard to stretch out, but you just relax your body. It's the biggest thing. We need to try to relax. Alright, so come up. And let's just work on opening up those hip flexors. Bring your knee up. And slowly just push forward. And then forward. Also remember your hand placement, fingertips down, palm and then your wrist. Getting a good stretch in that hip flexor. And then when you come back, you're getting a good stretch in the calves and the hamstring. You can also put your foot up and your toes up. It's going to stretch out the bottom of your foot. And just go very slow with these. And slowly lower down. Open your leg up to 90 degrees and just come forward. Now really push the thigh down to the ground and then stretch forward. You'll keep your hamstrings stretched out. And I kind of like to move my leg a little bit. It's you don't have to, but just if it works for you, do it. If it doesn't, try something else. And then we'll walk over to the other side. And back to center. And come up. And you want to switch legs. And do the same thing on the opposite side. And then back. And forward. And back to center. And slowly come up. And now we're just going to come down to Cobra. So lower down very slow. Look at something pinched in my leg. So I'm gonna bring my leg up and it's gonna flip over. There we go, you hit the crack. And I'm adjusting there. And come up. Switch sides. Same thing, going to lay down, flip over, open up. And then come back. I love to come down. down. And slowly come down and come up to child's pose. And come up to tabletop. And now I'm going to just lift the leg up, turn it, bring it forward, back, turn it down, turn it, bring it forward. Getting those hip joints moving. Two more. And do the same thing on the other side. So up, turn, bring it forward, and back, turn it down. Two more. And extend back. And bring it forward to puppy pose. And down, come back up. All right, now we're going to bring the leg up. And again, it's going to go forward and backwards. And slowly work down to the splits. Come up and switch sides. By doing this one too, you're also strengthening your inner thighs. in your thighs, which if you figure it out by now, the stronger your thighs are, your leg muscles are, the less hip pain you have. And it's really hard to strengthen that muscle, but if you just do, things like this in the squats. Excellent. Tip to the side. It's going to come into pigeon and stretch out that hip. And everybody's at a different rate, so just play with it and just keep working. You have to allow your body to relax. Hands come up and switch sides. Now, as you start to adjust your body, you might start to feel, tightness in other areas of your body. We'll see how everything is connected. So don't give up at that point and say, oh God, I'm sore. When you feel this soreness, that's when you just need to stretch out those areas. And slowly come up. Bring your leg down to the front. And I'm just going to stack my leg on top of my other leg. And I'm just going to lean forward and give a good deep stretch to the back of the hips there. Just allow your hips to relax. And if you can't get down as far as I am, just go here. It's a very intense stretch, so you really just have to allow your body to relax. And if you need to come out of it and go back into it, just do what you need to do. And if you can't get all the way down, don't get discouraged. It didn't get tight overnight, so it takes time to loosen everything up. Just go with your flexibility, and every time you do it, your range of motion should increase. Alright. And I'll do the quick hip openers, lift up and down. This is a great, there's so many things you can do with this one. You can extend your leg out. You can pick up the front leg and extend it out. Just practice with different areas of your body. It's a hard one to extend out, so go slow with it. I can't sit upright and do it yet. I get the cramping in the hip joint. It's just an uncomfortable feeling, so I kind of give in to my body, let myself move a little bit. But I do, I'm up to 8 now. Before I could only do 2, so. And this isn't one I practice regularly, which I should do. I have to put it in more. It's not what I like to feel. I'm like, I don't like that feeling. So, but getting that hip joint moving. And switch sides. So I like to just warm up with these before I practice my middle splits. Alright. So one final stretch. Now that I'm all warmed up, I'm going to just take my cushion, and I like to push it down a little bit. And then I just sit on the cushion. And you extend your legs out. Now, last week I couldn't get down onto the cushion. So I can actually turn the cushion flat now, but I like to work into it slowly. So you can see my flexibility is getting better. I'm able to sit up more. Before I couldn't even sit up. And I got a little movement in there. I like to walk to the left Really stretch on that hip joint. And to the right. The right one is one I'm having trouble with. That's because I'm right-handed, so my hip joint's up a little higher. So that I still feel a little. It's uncomfortable. It's not pain, but when I'm warming up, that's where I feel the tightness, and I really have to focus on allowing that area to relax. But it is coming, and I notice a difference in my range of motion. My inner thighs are stretching out. And my goal is to stretch slowly so I don't injure myself. Don't want to set yourself back. We'll just drop down onto my hands and knees and my elbows. And I like to just move forward, rotate the hips forward and back. And then just hold the position for as long as you can. I'm able to hold it longer than when I started. I think when I first started, it was like 30 seconds. Now I'm able to do for 1 or 2 minutes. And I could do longer too. And slowly come up. And I kind of play around with my feet too now. So I can point and flex. And I'm just stretching out the inner thigh by doing this, the back of the calves. And then to come down, to get out of it, I come down onto my elbows, drop my knees down, and just slowly roll under it. Now we'll flip the cushion flat and just come up slowly. Stretch out and roll over it. And then a final stretch. I like to just extend my legs out. Just kind of tap it out a bit and come up. Come forward very slowly. Just allow your body to relax. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you'll give that a stretch, and I hope the previous 14 days have helped you get to a point where you are more flexible and you're just making those stretches a part of your day. So keep stretching, everybody. I'll see you next video.